Alright, today we're looking at a fight from April 22nd between two 160-pounders who fought in a catchweight bout here. Styles Freeman from J. Bell's Karate in North Carolina. He was taking on Sean Mitchell, who was from Farmville, Virginia. He trained at a few places. Different type of styles. Styles here, you see, he's going to be fighting on the September show against Tyler Kelchner. He came into this, was his debut. He had a kickboxing bout, so he's 1-0 at kickboxing. And pretty much known as a stand-up fighter. And here you see Sean Mitchell. He's ready to go for the first round. And this is at Phase 2 in Lynchburg. They touch gloves, and you see Styles comes from a karate-type background. So he is using a left-handed stance here. Nice little front kick, trying to gauge his distance a little bit. Sean's got to get on the inside. Styles is a much, taller opponent. You see when he comes inside, one thing that Styles does real well is throw that left straight. And it might have a little curve to it, but he's throwing it in there. And, whenever you're fighting a orthodox fighter, here's where you see, that left hand's going to come in real well. Now, the one thing about Styles here is you can tell he's using a southpaw stance, and Sean needs to basically, I guess what you would say, not circle to his own right. He needs to circle the other way, away from the power of Styles. One thing he's not doing very well, he seems to be circling right into the power hand and the power shots of Styles Freeman. So he really needs to change that up a little bit and start, which he's doing now. He's moving right and then goes right back into it. I think it's throwing him off a little bit. He's switching stances here. Styles' length is kind of giving him a little bit of problems. Here was an opportunity for him to take him down, which I figured would be his game plan, but it turns out it never really came to fruition here. So as you can tell, Styles is just sort of throwing a couple punches and kicks, and not doing anything, no massive shots, but he's really gauging his distance, trying to figure out how he can get there, use his reach to his advantage. Once again, still moving towards the wrong way. A good, well-timed kick would stop him from moving that way. But you see that left hand connects right there. There you see sort of an attempt to get closer, maybe get a clinch, but didn't wind up, working out for him right there. A front kick from Sean Mitchell, and here they go again. He's actually moving to the right side this time, moving away from his power. Having known where he had trained at some jiu-jitsu gyms, I figured he'd be trying to get the takedown. There you see a nice left hand. That left hand is finding its home. Whenever you fight a lefty, unorthodox, type of left-hander, which he's a karate stylist, and you can really see this is a sort of a nice head kick there from Styles Freeman. It definitely gives you problems. He's got length, and he's a left-hander, so nice front kick right there into the solar plexus, and there's a nice another left hand. That left hand is finding its home. There you have the end of round one. You see J. Bell coming into the corner to corner his guy. Alright, so as we get ready for the next round, just remember we've got two big cards coming up. First one is going to be Danville Destruction 6. That is going to be at Averett North Campus, the Grant Center, Danville, Virginia. And then we're going to have a huge show at Phase 2, half kickboxing, half MMA. A lot of titles on the line. It's going to be a great show. Two undefeated fighters fighting in the main event. You got Jacob Wood taking on Jeremy Clybourne, two champions coming together. It's going to be a great night of fights that night as well. Danville show, as you see the crowd here in Phase 2. Danville show is going to feature Little Tommy Kawazi taking on the Raging Cajun Nick Glisclair. So we got a lot of good fights coming up. A lot of good, both cards super stacked. And as you see, J Bell leave a big mess. And referee Sean Spath is in there cleaning it up for him, and then getting ready to get the action started here again. Making sure everybody's prepared, making sure the fighters are in their correct spot at their corners. And here we go with round two. So round two, you know, Styles Freeman been using his reach very well, using that left hand to do a whole lot of damage to his opponent. And right now you see, seems like Sean Mitchell should be trying to clinch or get inside, maybe get a takedown, but he's content staying here, stand up. Nice right hook by him, but then he eats that left hand, 1-2 combo. And now Styles sort of walking him down. A nice hook and then a high kick right there. And you see, left-handed stance giving him some sort of problem here. Styles really getting into his rhythm, feeling pretty good. And, as he's circling the wrong way again. He's circling into his power right now. He needs to be moving the other way, away from his power. Boom, there you see it. A very hard kick. He was moving that way as it is. And then the referee, obviously the fight wasn't over. His opponent was injured. And you could see, referee told him he had to either continue or just stand there. And Styles finished the job, knocking out Sean Mitchell. In these sort of instances, a lot of times you wish, and it seems like he's, immediately okay, back up. Good sportsmanship there. I almost wish that would have stopped with the body shot, but boy, that was some body shot. That was some kick to the body as J Bell and the coaching staff for Styles come in and shake hands with Sean Mitchell. So good fight. Styles Freeman really showed his skill at striking and at controlling the cage, his reach, everything. You see, this is really slow motion here. Pow! Right in the gut, and you can just tell that was like, oh man. He looks at the ref. He doesn't tap out, so the ref is like, hey. And you can see Coach Ron Ferguson in the corner, imploring his fighter to continue. He hits him with that left. I mean, he had found that left hand over and over in this fight, and it really was the deciding factor. Really great performance from Styles Freeman. You will see him fighting at Danville Destruction 6, September the 16th in Danville. Looking forward to seeing him again. There you see his team, J Bell. You don't see Ron, but Ron Ferguson from Martinsville Fight Club. Great fight. We'll see you on the 16th.